Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. Smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey,
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check 50.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for punt. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Reset. 19. 54. Let's go, team.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
6'6", bullet high.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Rosen to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Balaj. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, Haywood. SOS. Watch the edge. Check.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's...
And he'll give it here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You're set. 19.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Motion.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. That's complete to Meredith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down.
First down, New England.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
You're set. 19. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 3. He's crashing. He's checking cracks.
They'll run on first down. Rutledge. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nice, sweetheart. 39.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Patriots.
We're set. 19. Watch the screen. 25.
On first down, Rutledge. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Rutledge. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, quarter. Hey, exit. 42. Line 42.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First down at the 49-yard line.
I'm here all day.
They run it with Balaj. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Monday. Hey, alert. Hey, Steve 6. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety. Check 9. Check 99. Monday.
Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check 55, Mike. I got you. Check 52. Hey, 59. Switch. Tight dog. Hey, 31. Another time.
On second and a yard. Watson looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
You better be afraid of me. Slam.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
It's a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Right there, 55.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shift.
On 2nd and 9. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Watch the pass. Hey, 59. Kill. Turn up. Hey, check right.
From the gun, here's Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
26. Not today. 54. Watch safety 3. 59. Watch the safety crash.
A final shot before the break. Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson, and that is incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Watson. They find some open field here. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Motion backfield.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce and he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, switch. Check high.
Balaj. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, watch the ball. Alert.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Alert. Check, 42's the mic.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now, throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson operating from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 52, come on. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run here with Balazs. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. And this is Parker, complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on the... And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Sponge! Hug. Catch it. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Going deep here and this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21.
So we got man. Alert.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now it's Watson. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Hey, 24. Out. No. Off. Kill. Let's go.
On third down, Rutledge. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
80. Pick it up, D. Joker. Back. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Right back to him on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Balaj. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Miami, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.